Hi, my name is Lila Cooper, and I will be reading for Ellie.
Hi, I'm Payne Anderson, and I'll be reading for Alice Cutler.
Hi, I'm Damon Lue-Maxwell, and I'll be reading for Quentin.
Hi, my name is Ruth Elizabeth Diaz, and I'll be reading the stage directions. The Secrets We Keep, written by Fame Anderson. Time, present. Place, a farmhouse somewhere in the north. There are no secrets that time does not reveal. Jean Racine. It's a hot summer's day on a farm somewhere north. Alice Cutner, 30 years old, is busy making sandwiches for lunch in the kitchen. She is slicing some tomatoes when her daughter, Ellie, walks in.
Mommy,
Yes, Pumpkin.
when is the postman gonna be here?
It's Saturday, Pumpkin. They only deliver mail during the week.
Aw, shucks.
Why do you ask?
Well, I'm waiting for a letter from Chris.
Oh, your printer?
Yes, I drew him a picture of our cat, so I'm waiting for him to send me something back.
Well, when did you send the letter?
A week ago?
Oh, Pumpkin, you might have to wait a bit longer. It takes a while for the post to travel to someone and then back here again.
Maybe I should just have hundreds of pen pals and then I will get letters every single day.
That is a wonderful idea. Maybe you can start by writing to people at the old age home.
Isn't that where Gampy was?
Yes, it is.
But I can talk to him right here. Why should I write a letter if it's just going to be sent back here again?
Well, Gampy is not the only person that lives at the old age home. There are many other people there who are not as lucky as Gampy is to be able to live with their family. Do you remember when you lost Poppy down at the river?
Uh-huh.
And do you remember how sad you were when you couldn't see her or hold her anymore?
Yes, I was very sad. But then you got me Molly and I was happy again.
Exactly. The people in the old age home get sad sometimes, just like you do. But then when someone sends them a letter, like I gave you your new doll, it makes them happy again.
I'm going to draw them a picture of Molly and then they will be happy again.
That is a wonderful idea. Why don't you go sit with Gampy and draw while I'll finish making lunch?
Okay, Mommy.
Ellie skips out of the kitchen. Alice reaches for the lettuce and starts breaking it apart when her attention is drawn to a figure standing at the kitchen door. She grabs the knife closest to her and turns the weapon raised to the door.
Whoa there, princess.
Quentin?
Hey there, princess. It's been a while.
Alice still has the knife raised in her hand.
If by a while you mean 10 years, then sure.
You look just as beautiful as the last time I saw you.
What are you doing here, Quentin?
I came to see you.
Well, you told me, so you can go now.
Do you know the wild turkey chase I've been on to find you?
You mean wild goose chase?
What?
You said wild turkey chase, but the phrase is wild goose chase, obviously chasing something without getting it.
Yeah, that too, but I literally was chased by turkeys on my way here.
Yeah, maybe that was their way of saying you're not welcome here.
Oh, well, I deserve that. Okay, but can you please lower the knife? I promise I won't attack you.
Alice slowly lowers the knife and places it on the kitchen table.
Quentin, now is not a good time. I have to make lunch and my daughter. I have other things to take care of.
Can I at least get something to drink before I head out?
Alice stares at Quentin for a moment before she nods and moves to the fridge to get some orange juice. Quentin steps into the kitchen as she takes 2 glasses out of the cabinet and pours the juice in it. She hands him a glass and retreats back to the corner of the cabinets to sip hers. Just then, Ellie runs in with a crayon in one hand and a piece of paper with a drawing on it in the other.
Look what I made, Mommy.
She stops in her tracks as she sees Quentin standing by the sink.
Who are you?
Pumpkin, why don't you go check up on Gampy?
Alice starts ushering Ellie out of the kitchen.
But I was just there.
I'm sure Gampy is missing you already. I'll call you when lunch is ready.
Okay.
Ellie walks out of the kitchen. Alice moves to where the bread and other ingredients are and starts building the sandwiches.
Mommy?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a daughter.
Why would you? You haven't been a part of my life ever since you walked away 10 years ago.
So, you're married?
Not that it's any of your business, but no, I'm not married.
She looks so familiar, like I've seen her somewhere before. How old is she?
Before Alice has the chance to answer, Ellie comes bursting into the kitchen again.
Mommy, Gampy soiled himself.
Soil pumpkin?
Yes, Gampy told me to tell you that he soiled himself. I'm Ellie. Who are you?
Ellie, we do not talk to our elder that way.
Elder?
He doesn't even have any gray hairs or wrinkles like Gampy.
Thank you, Ellie.
Oh, shoot. Gampy. Look, Quentin, it was nice to see you again, but I need to take care of my dad, and I really...
Go ahead. I'll keep Ellie entertained.
No, that is not what I meant. I just really
Mommy,
need...
Gampy is soiled, and Mr.
Quentin?
And Mr. Quentin said he'd play with me.
All right. I'll be right back.
Alice reluctantly leaves the kitchen to take care of her dad. Quentin moves closer to Ellie and crouches down before her.
How old are you, Ellie?
I am 9 years old and 3/4.
3/4, huh?
Yes. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Mommy is 30.
Yes, I know.
Are you Mommy's boyfriend?
I was a long time ago.
Oh, you have very nice hair.
As she says it, she runs her hands through his hair. She looks down at her hair and puts a piece in her hand.
Look, we have the same hair color.
Would you look at that? Hey, where's your dad, Ellie?
I don't have one. Do you want to see our vegetable garden? Mommy and I work very hard on it.
Ellie takes Quentin's hand in hers and pulls him outside to the little vegetable garden next to the kitchen. As they walk through the garden, Ellie points out different vegetables.
Here we have tomatoes, and here we have green beans, my favorite. Oh, and this is Mommy's special place for her spices.
Quentin kneels down and inspects the spice plants. He plucks a mint leaf from its branch and holds it up to Ellie.
You know what this is, Ellie?
That is a mint leaf.
Smart girl.
Ellie points to the stem of the leaf.
And that is the sprig of the mint.
Well, you know quite a lot for a 10-year-old.
Mommy and I read a lot of books.
Just then, Alice steps outside and sees them.
You are.
I was showing Mr. Quentin our vegetable garden.
That's very nice, Pumpkin. Let's get you inside so you can have lunch.
Do you want to stay for lunch?
Ali, I'm sure Mr. Quentin has somewhere else to be, and he wouldn't
No,
want to be...
actually, I don't. I'd love to stay for lunch. Thank you for asking, Ellie.
See, Mommy? I'm being nice to strangers.
Yeah, I see, Pumpkin. Go wash your hands.
Ellie runs inside and Alice and Quentin make their way back to the kitchen.
Ellie, take your sandwich and go eat with Gabby.
But I want to eat with Mr. Quentin. I was the one who invited him for lunch after all.
Eleanor, go eat with Gabby.
Okay.
She takes her plate and disappears from the kitchen.
She's 10 years old?
9 3/4.
Stop being sarcastic. Is she my daughter, Alice?
She's my daughter. I've been taking care of her all on my own for 10 years.
9 3/4?
Oh, look who's the sarcastic one now.
I thought you took care of it.
I did take care of it, Quentin. I have been raising her to be a kind, thoughtful, and ambitious little girl.
We agreed that we were both too young to take on the responsibility of a child.
Oh, you decided that you didn't want to be a father. You left for Europe to go find yourself. Well, good for you. But I wanted her from the start, and I was not going to abort her.
Why didn't you say anything?
I wasn't going to force you to stay and take responsibility for something you clearly didn't want. And I wasn't going to be bullied to do something I didn't want either.
I didn't. You could have. We have a child, Alice. A beautiful, smart little girl.
Yes, we do.
You named her Eleanor?
I've always liked your grandmother.
Does she know about Ellie?
She was there when I gave birth. I made her promise not to tell you.
Wow, and you think you know someone.
I guess this is not the reunion you expected.
You've always been on my mind, Alice. It doesn't matter where I went. No woman could ever compare to you. I've been looking for you for weeks. Had I known my gran could have told me where you were. I wanted to come here and beg you to give me a second chance. Hell, princess.
Look, Quentin, I am not going to apologize for keeping this from you, and I am not sorry for what I did. But I'm asking you, please, don't tell her. Not now. If she knew I've been keeping you from her, she will never forgive me, and she needs me.
But she doesn't need me.
Quentin, I understand that you are hurt, but this is not about you. And there is a little girl who is free-spirited and happy and so precious. Please, Quentin.
Alice, I would.
Ellie strolls back into the kitchen and walks up to her mom with an empty plate in one hand and an empty glass in the other.
Stampy is asking for more juice.
Alice looks at Quentin, then at Ellie, then back at Quentin again.
Hey, Ellie.
Blackout.